And although the princess has come home, she is still remaining quiet on where she was during her missing time, but frankly, I do not care. She's got that look at me, I'm back attitude, and it reflects in her style. You know it. She was seen returning to the castle rocking those possibly-was-kidnapped leggings, all while sporting a I might have just run away and ran out of money hooded cloak. What do you think she's gonna be wearing at the wedding? No idea, but no doubt it will complement her chosen spouse's home kingdom. That's right. Princess Desdemona has finally made her choice, and it's Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. I knew it was going to be them. It was the obvious choice from the get-go. So obviously obvious. So long, Prince Phineas Pomp of the Petrard Kingdom. You just didn't make the cut. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya, wouldn't want. Bye.
So, she made her choice. Her life is filled with intrigue, and I feel like I am now somehow intertwined with her fate's path. Oh well, off to go see what the gang's up to. There's a note from Dad. Back to the guard shed for me. Wait a minute, where's the chronometer? I always leave it right here. I'm not going anywhere until I find my chronometer. Not in or under there. It's not in there. There it is. What's it doing under the bed? Spooky. I don't remember putting it there. Wait, what time is it? I don't want to be late. For a time machine, you'd think they could have at least put a clock on it somewhere.
This whole wretched endeavor has been a disgrace, not only to Prince Phineas and myself, but to the entire history of Petrard. King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk will not sit idly by while their royal lineage is dragged through the mud.
Jeez, what a big baby. Princess Desdemona is better off without you.
Say what you will, your words and your sweet-smelling city will soon be drowned out by the musk of the sulfur mines of Petrard. May our home be exploded by a bottle of fine Petrardian fizzy.
Well, that's not great. Michael!
Hello, Lil.
What, no more sparkly suit?
It was a rental. Besides, today I'm here in a different capacity, to help coordinate the royal wedding.
You have a lot of jobs, Mike.
And wedding planning is my least favorite out of all of them. Tell you what, why don't you be the wedding planner for the day? What do you think?
I think it's very irresponsible to get a 12-year-old girl to do two grown men's separate jobs.
All you have to do is choose the music, decorations, and food menu for the big event. It's simple. Just let in the one you like the best. Or the one you think the groom would like best. Or who the bride will like. I'm sure it's not really going to affect anything. Or it might. See, it's simple. Do you want me to explain it again? Okay, good. The only thing I hate more than wedding planning is talking about wedding planning. The wedding musicians will be coming by for you to choose first. Here's the gold. See you later.
Whoa, this gig pays great!
The money's not for you. There's 3 choices for music, food, and decor, and each comes with its own price tag. The gold is the budget for the wedding.
Do I have enough money to just pick the most expensive choices? The most expensive choices are going to be the best, right?
Not necessarily. And no, you don't have enough. Anything over budget will have to come out of your own pocket.
I see.
But if there's any money left over, you get to keep it.
I see.
We're on a tight timeline, so keep an eye on your action points. You've got 4 per round, so that's talking to everybody once, or to 2 folks twice. You get the idea. Need that run by you one more time? Remember, you do the choosing. I'll be here to record your choice and keep track of the budget.
Okay, well, it's no biggie. Just choose the 3 most important elements of any wedding and try not to stress that it's a royal one. You got this.
Hello. Hi. Hello. My name is Suzette Courgette, and I sing with my voice. I do the slow songs and the nice songs and some of the ones you know.
Vlad Extreme here, mate. I know what you're thinking. What is the baddest, metalist bad boy of death metal playing some skint royal wedding? Well, I ain't here just to collect a big paycheck, mate. I'm here to stick it to the bourgeoisie and not take any of their crap, mate. Rock and roll all life long. As it turns out, I left my amplifier on the bus, mate. It must be sitting there right next to all my awards and trophies, mate. So let's cut the fuss and let me through, right? Because as we all know, everybody likes the sound of what Daddy Vladdy is putting down. Extreme!
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Do you love me too? That's a little sample, I guess, if you'd like. I'm, real hit at weddings, people say.
Have you made up your mind?
Extreme!
Good choice, maybe. I'll write this down and be back when the...
Well, if it isn't the Edward, the great magician. Got another group of brats to entertain? Where are you pulling a rabbit out of now?
I'm afraid I've put my days of magic and illusions behind me.
You got kicked out of the Magicians Union, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Seems people preferred the actual dark arts to my light entertainment. No matter, though, I've got a new career now.
Working at your parents' garden shop?
They wish. I'm a wedding officiant. I'm here to officiate the royal wedding.
Really? You?
I am.
So it's the Edward, the wedding officiant now, is it?
Of course it isn't. Do you know how ridiculous it was for me to have the Edward the Magician as my name? It was so redundant. I can't believe nobody ever told me. 2 these? I must have looked like an idiot.
Well, when you put it that way.
So now it's just Edward the Official Officiant, with only 1 the, thank you very much.
Yeah, but don't you think...
It's the best name ever? I sure do.
What made you want to become a wed...
This morning, someone from the castle came into my parents' shop to place a big order of flowers for the royal wedding, and that's when I got to thinking. 1 3-hour course at the Elven Community College later, and here I am. It's my first gig as an officiant.
Pretty exciting to get to official...
Well, technically I wasn't hired, but maybe it's a detail they left to the last minute and need someone desperately.
I don't think weddings usually work... I'm sorry, Edward, but my gut is telling me not to let you in today. Something about you officiating the royal wedding just doesn't seem right.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess. I didn't even technically have the job anyway. I was just going down to see if they needed...
Hold that thought, Eddie.
Lil, listen up. Seems in all the chaos of organizing this wedding so fast, they forgot to hire someone to officiate the damn thing. Another menial task sent my way that I do not have time to bother with. Do you know anyone who could do the job last minute?
This has got to be a joke, right?
I never joke, Lil. That's when the enemy gets you. Find someone on the double and get them down here on the triple.
Well, Eddie, it seems dreams do come true. They forgot to hire an officiant and are looking for someone to work the gig. Think you got what it takes?
Yes! Yes! 1,000 times yes! See, Mom and Dad, I knew hard work and persistence would pay off in the end.
Let's chalk this one up to dumb luck. Good luck, Edward.
Thanks again, friend!
We're not friends.
Oh my god, are Edward and I friends?
Hello there, I'm back. Onto the deck. I don't have to tell you, because I refuse to tell you.
Who am I, you ask? Oh, just don't look in last year's issue, darling. I went on this year.
Hello. I've got some grand ideas, you know, for how the royal wedding should be. You might not know it, but I read all the latest wedding magazines down at the big bold slabs of meat.
Have you made up your mind?
That's the sweet smell of my successful design ideas, which will smell...
And it's set in stone. It is I, Articulous Flame Hands. Not going to lie, that really stung. In any case, I have a message to deliver to the High Council of the Mages Guild. So if there's nothing else, I will be on my way. Oh, it is getting harder and harder for mages to communicate openly, so everyone is resorting to this secret message, cloak and dagger nonsense. Between us, there's talk of mages dabbling in the magic that dares not speak its name.
A lot of times, finger pointing can be a sign that there's more to the story than one side has to offer.
How old are you again?
Old enough.
Did you just truth spray me?
Yeah. Did it work?
I have been telling you the truth. Jeez, you're real suspicious.
Yeah, that's this whole job.
Well, I'm delivering this. Actually, now that I think of it, the fact that this message is so heavily coded is highly unusual. I'm a guild member in good standing, but things have been trending that way ever since King O. It's like everyone started breaking off into different factions. It's hard to tell who is steering the ship, you know what I mean?
Surely you remember Articulus Flamehands. He was my champion. Remember? You found him unworthy to be the hero of the day who would save the princess. Remember?
Well, it didn't matter who I picked. She came home on her own.
Tomato, tomato. He's still my champion, and I would thank you to let him pass.
Imprisoned? My words, is perhaps my brethren are right. Maybe we should be exploring ways to increase our power and rule at any cost, so we don't have to. Oh, there! I said it! There's a first time for everything. Take me. It is I, not good. So oh, it is.
A lot of times, finger pointing can be a sign that there's more to the story than one
How?
old.
Well, I'm delivering this. Actually,
What's the story with the.
it's a family heirloom. Generations of powerful magic wielders have imbued their essence into this locket, so the story goes. Every member of my family has one like this.
Pardon me for saying, but you don't sound super thrilled about it.
Yeah, my family's not great. A mixed bag at best.
I hear you. Family can be tough. My dad normally works here, but he kind of left me in charge while he's off betting on Goblin Ball.
And your mother?
Nah, she died. Long time ago.
I am so sorry. Here, take this locket. It brings me no joy, and perhaps it will bring you strength in the days ahead.
Wow, thanks. I guess I made the wrong choice on that stupid Save a Princess game show.
Huh, tell me about it. And with that, I am off to deliver this highly confidential. Still not sure who sent this message and what it entails, but I doubt anything bad could. Even with all the rumors of a dark cult of mages breaking off from the guild to deep dive into the dark art of necromancy. But there I go, blabbing on again. Farewell, child. All right, kid, can you just hurry up and pick.
I'm not allowed to.
Good afternoon. I am here today representing Catering Corp regarding a contract to provide the sustenance for the large gathering known as the Royal. Catering Corp is willing to provide the base amount of calories needed to sustain such a high-capacity event in return for appropriate remuneration. I am accompanied by samples of our food and a detailed list of ingredients.
Monty's has the soup. That's all I'm allowed to say.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle François Saint-Français, head waiter à la Chez de la Maison. We provide the finest and the fanciest of delicacies for the newly married royal couple and only the smallest portions for the highest prices, of course.
I am legally bound to share this collection of foodstuffs labeled accordingly. I am also legally required to share that the base ingredient in all dishes is military rations.
Have you made up your mind?
We look forward to making it a super event.
Thank God this nightmare... Well, at least I hope it's good.
I am a citizen of the Sprawl. I have nothing to declare on my person, and I... If you want to search me, go ahead. I solemnly declare that the...
Huh, nothing.
I have no further statement to make beyond...
How do I know you have nothing on your...
If you want to search me, go ahead. I solemnly declare... Not good enough. I'm not. Either I walk through these gates or I go to prison. The choice is yours.
Lil, you have been appointed to this post to uphold the law.
I am filling in for my dad.
Well, your dad was appointed to this post. If you let this person in, you will be fined. If you do not pay the fine, you and your father will wind up in one of the... That was a joke to break the tension. Prison.
I get it. You're just following orders. I am going to prison on behalf of the Goblin Liberation Army. Still, you should come by the Goblin Liberation Army headquarters sometime. Here's the password. Come, it will open your eyes to what's happening in the Sprawl.
Where's Hamish? I really don't have time for... say, you there, little girl? I need to get to the other side of the sprawl without delay. I need you to listen to me. This is time sensitive. I know you got your instructions, but it's important that I get... I swear someone was supposed to give you guys a heads up that I was coming. Let me spell it out for you. I went to school to become an ice sculptor. My parents said, you'll never make a living at it. And they were right. I got the ice. I sculpted it. Now I have to deliver it. It's hot out. Just let me through so I can prove my parents...
You've got a big old cart there. That's generally reason for me to be careful.
Based on the dripping I'm seeing, this is the last chance for me to make it there with my work intact. This is my goddamn party planning guild card. Thank you. Now can I...
There's nothing here to...
It's my own fault that I'm running so far behind, but I need this job to... Maybe I'm in such a bad mood because I spend all my time talking about my process and making bullshit small talk at cocktail parties rather than being able to focus on creating my art. Wait a minute. What? I mean, thank you, but my work is probably ruined. You're just doing your job, I suppose. I might be able to salvage something.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Salve Ilechpuela, regno meo grata.
I need to get out of here. And fast.
Quido Ruiz, curparum nudimus.
Think, Lil. Think.
Hospices in hoc regno, atulistina donna solita, hic requiritur immodatio, ircis immortem vitare velis. Quia puer essa, non custoditus abira, pauca tantum momenta avis andaquam tu consumam. Non io cari, nunc facerem maliquida, si esem tibi. Ego sum dima, egeus meum cisio et similes homines inox necabo. Nun incipiam dedecem antiquam te imperficiam? Sige, bene. Dege.
It doesn't
nove,
work. Ah!
Octo. Septem.
The line is dead?
Sext. Quinque. Quatuor. Tres. Duo et demilium. Duo. Unum et demilium. Unus. Gravissime non omnibus hoc face, hoc extremum fato est refortende unde venistis. Ignoce haedus. Iter
Think, Lil. Hospices in hoc regno, atulistina donna solita, hic requiritur immodatio, ircis immortem vitare velis. Quia puer essa, non custoditus abira, pauca tantum momenta abis andaquam tu consumam. Non io cari, nunc facerem maliquida, si esem tibi. Ego sum dima. What the f was that? That was next level. I'm gonna go down to the dig site to throw this stupid time machine. Okay, Lil, get it together. You've gotta take it back. Got too real with your chronometer 3000 thing today. I don't want it anymore.
Hi, B. So nice to see you, B. Your paper in the Journal of Dwarven Medicine was a revelation, B.
Well, excuse me, but I was just pulled into what I'm guessing was a parallel dimension and was murdered repeatedly by a demon.
How unfortunate. I always wondered what the byproduct of St. Bartholomew Inglebrook's lunar incantation would have on the relationship between time and interplanar folding.
Stop it. I don't care about any of that. Just take it back.
I'm sorry, I truly am, but we've come too far. I'm sorry I've been absent, but I've been watching, and the readings I've been receiving have been very promising.
I don't care.
But you would care if everything and everyone you knew and loved was at risk. Everything might seem like we're in a storybook, but open your eyes. We're on the verge of a civil war from inside the walls, and if you hadn't heard, the princess just pissed off some very powerful people. It is in your best interest to continue to help me with the device, because who knows when we will need to rewind time and something more important than which nobody you chose to send to the dungeon today. And you're here, after allegedly going toe-to-toe with an interplanar demon. I trust you.
I'm not gonna keep doing this forever. You and everyone else are gonna owe me a childhood, you know?
Keep helping me with the chronometer 3000, and we can see about making that happen for you.
This hat.
You've been at this a while. You should have enough cash by now to power up your art.
Ah, here she is, the little guardsman who spoke to the princess and secured the union between the Sprawl and the great Marvog Empire.
Yeah, I did. Told her just what to do and she listened to my every word.
I admire your complete lack of modesty. Modesty is such an ugly thing. Let us celebrate with a...
I'm 12. I can't drink alcohol.
Haha, never fear. There is no alcohol in Marvok blood wine. Just blood. In a big...
Yeah.
Haha, very well. Let us raise a glass to the gatekeeper who brought us all together this day.
Kapla.
Did a mouse sneeze somewhere? Come, child, loud.
Kapla!
Too furious, far too furious. We are not at war. Be careful shrieking like that. But as we say in Marvog, better to be too furious.
I'm exhausted.
I shall now recite the Marvog.
And that's my...
Hello? Hello? I brought the orange slices! Was today a regular meeting day or one of those top secret planning for what's gonna happen at the princess's wedding days? Is anybody here?
I'm here?
Are you here for the meeting?
I don't think so.
Oh, then you can't.
Those aren't orange slices. Those are just the rinds.
I got hungry.
What's this? I have a feeling the GLA leader wrote that. At least, I'm sure that troll over there didn't.
Huh, I better get more oranges.
think I've done everything.
Good morning! You're listening to The Morning Crawl, the #1 morning show in the sprawl. I'm Dodger, joined by my new co-host, The Quack. For those of you wondering where the ham is, well, it turns out he got an invitation to the royal wedding happening today. Of course, he won't be wearing a tuxedo. He'll be in head-to-toe honey glaze. Well, if you don't like the jokes I tell, you can do it yourself.
Hiya, sweetie. Are you almost ready?
Almost. Sorry I slept late. If I rush, I can make it to the guard.
Didn't you hear? All the gates are closed today for the wedding. We got the day.
That's great news. So we can have a day just you and me? Hello, sappy montage of father-daughter.
We only get the day off because we have to attend the wedding.
Goodbye, sappy montage. You were enough.
What do you mean? I am dressed up. Didn't you notice my tie?
You're not wearing a tie.
Oh, darn it. Did it fall off again?
Did you tie it properly?
Lil, you know I don't know how to tie a tie.
Did you clip it on properly?
Lil, you know I don't know.
Did you tape it on proper?
I thought I did. It doesn't matter. No one will see us. Our seats are so far from the altar, we're technically closer being at home.
Then I guess I'm ready to go.
Okay, remember, grab as many appetizers as you can, then meet me by the door. We still have to find our seats and we'll need snacks for the journey.
Stuff my pockets with all the shrimp I can find?
What an absolute waste of money this entire... Would have been just as well off flushing a ton of gold bars down...
I'm a famous artist now! Renowned art critic Gil Meisterheimer described my ice sculpture as a startling reflection of modern society, exposing the monsters within us all. That's good, right?
No mention of the calories or the ingredients. Catering Corp's legal team would have a field day with...
Nothing beats Monty's soup, but I don't think it'll travel well in my pocket. Nothing beats Monty's. Nothing beats. Hello, Mr. Melroy. Enjoying?
You know that I'm not. Let's just get to the I-dos already, am I right? I don't know what that wedding officiant is waiting for.
Security at an event like this is keep your eyes peeled for anyone using the wedding as a pretext to do something suspicious.
Lil, you absolute wonder. Well done on the wedding file. It's gone off without a hitch. And with that, the Sprawl has acquired a powerful new ally. Brava, Lil.
How exciting! I spend so much time studying. I wonder how this day will be viewed by...
Can't stop thinking about the dark forces infiltrating the Mages Guild. I know it involves power crystals, but I am not sure how.
This hat, it is not as...
Eddie, baby, you ready for the big show?
Who said that?
It's me. It's Lil. From the guard shed.
Oh, my good friend Lil.
I didn't say we were.
Lil, I've gone and done it again. I've lost my glasses, and I can't start the wedding if I can't read the official wedding officiant overview. You have to help me find...
Where's the last place you remember?
I thought I just had them. Uh-oh.
Don't tell me. They're
No, they're crushed in my boot. I forgot that's where I like to keep them so I don't lose them.
This is the exact reason why nobody keeps their glasses in their boots, Edward.
What am I supposed to do now?
What if we got someone else to lend you their glasses? Are you nearsighted or farsighted?
I'm both.
This could work.
Then it's settled.
Why can't you?
The pieces of my broken glasses are cutting my...
Okay, you stay...
Tell him I say hello.
Can I borrow your glasses?
No.
Okay then.
I only wish...
There.
Where?
No.
On my hand?
Oh, never mind.
I'm going to do it. When the officiant asks...
What's your current shrimp count at? We need at least 30 to get 4 stars.
Dad, the wedding officiant needs a pair of glasses or else the wedding won't start. Also, Edward says hello.
Who?
Dad, focus.
Who do we know that wears glasses?
Doesn't Mrs. Abernathy?
Good thinking. But you'll have to go and find her. She could be anywhere in the sprawl.
Why me? Why can't you?
I cut my foot earlier and my boot is filling up with blood.
Do you know where she is?
She could be at any of the locations in the sprawl that you've already visited. And chances are, Mrs. Abernathy might want something in return for her glasses. You may need to find a different person who may have another certain item or piece of information. If there's someone you met at the gate, try to remember if you admitted them, denied them, or sent them to jail.
Are you giving me a tutorial?
You may also find someone who wants an item that you already have in your inventory. That counts, so feel free.
Where's the skip button?
Would you like to hear this information? Okay. Sheesh, just trying to help.
Now, if I was Mrs. Abernathy, where would I be?
I am here to drown my sorrows at not being selected.
I know what you're thinking. What? Hello, Lil. Beautiful day for a royal wedding, isn't it? Shame we can't.
My dad and I were invited.
Why, you lucky little bit.
Mrs. A, I need your help. The wedding won't start until the officiant gets a pair of glasses, and you have a pair of glasses. See where I'm going with this?
You want me to officiate the wedding?
No, I need your glasses. I'll give them back right after the ceremony. I promise.
Oh, well, I'm afraid I can't just give them to you, my dear. I need them to read the odds on the upcoming Goblin Ball games. But I'll tell you what, if you get me a piece of food from the royal wedding that I can keep in my freezer and never eat, you can borrow my glasses for a...
Okay, Mrs. A, one plate of official wedding cuisine coming up.
When I heard the wedding was an all-day affair, I was so relieved you didn't hire me. I can only do a 3-song polka conga accordion set before I'm completely gassed. Also, I added my best song to the old electric phonograph over here. Consider it a thank you, 2-3.
Hello, hello! Welcome to Garby's Emporium of Wonder.
Hi, Kelly.
How did you know my name?
It says it on your name tag. May I have a bowl of soup?
Sure, what do I care?
Mrs. A, here, I got you your keepsake appetizer.
Thank you, dear. I like food.
Who doesn't? Now how about...
Good lasses. Yes.
Holy crap! That was the shapeshifter again! And it's run off with my food for the real Mrs. Abernathy. Guess I gotta go get another plate. Can I have another bowl of soup, Kelly?
Sorry, little girl. We're all out. And the dinner soup won't be served until after the ceremony.
I guess I'll go see if Mrs. A wants something else for her glass.
I wish more people opted to get married in the night. I do love a wedding, but the midday sun wreaks havoc with my complexion.
Where is my cummerbund? And what is a cummerbund?
Welp has a new master now, and he lives a very comfortable life. And he got to be a jockey in a polo match? Best day of Welp's life! And he's rich now, too! And likes to flash his money around! Here's thanks to you, Lil!
Where is my cummerbund?
It's the big day, Lil. Can't talk. Can't you see we're slammed?
Mrs. Abernathy, the plate of food is a no-go.
You ate it, didn't you? That means I lost 10 gold to Arta saying you wouldn't. I thought that could be a problem with you.
No, I didn't eat it. Wait, what did you just say?
Well, what about a bottle of wedding wine to mark the occasion? Are they serving Petrardian fizzy, perchance?
Be hilarious if they did, but I don't even think it's legal for a Marvalgian to laugh, never mind get drunk. There's gotta be a couple of bottles floating around the sprawl somewhere.
Viva la Gabalucion!
Viva la Gabalucion!
I knew I never should have introduced them to each other. Kelly was my hairdresser.
Some pretty compelling literature around here. A fair sprawl for all. Sounds nice.
Finally, a group that does not belittle me for my...
Councilwoman Ash. It's Travis. I'm back from that errand you sent me on. Are you there?
Oh, yes, Travis. Thank you for doing that. I value you and all your hard work.
Wait a minute. This isn't Councilwoman Ash. Who is this?
Aw, you caught me. It's Lil from the guard shed. How did you know I wasn't Ash?
The Councilwoman would never tell me she values my work, or call me by my real name. It's always Intern Boy, or Bozo, or the worst of them all, Trav-ass.
Listen, Travis. I need to find a bottle of Petrardian Fizzy. Does her official snootiness have a bottle tucked away in here somewhere?
Of course she does. She always keeps everything she needs to entertain her high-profile guests around.
Perfect. Tell me where it is.
Not so fast. I'm not just gonna give you a bottle of fine Petrardian Fizzy, compromising my position, my career, and risk losing the trust that's taken me so long to earn from Councilwoman Ash. Not without getting something in return, anyways.
There it is. What'll it...
I suppose I could let you have it for 200 gold.
200 gold? You're
crazy like a fox who needs to pay off his student loans.
I don't have that kind of cash on me today, Trav. Would you take a check?
Yes.
Well, I don't have one of those either. Is there anything else you'd want?
Well, as I'm sure you know, I am a huge Goblin Ball fan.
Who isn't?
Maybe tickets to a game? Some memorabilia, perhaps? Anything, really. I'm a huge fan.
All right. We get it already.
What a joyous day for a royal wedding. And it's me birthday.
Excuse me, Ms. Goodfoot?
Hello. Would you like an autograph?
Yeah, that might be okay.
Excuse me?
I got a guy who's a big fan, and he's looking to score some top-shelf memorabilia.
Aw, is this one of those kids who's in the hospital and they want me to score a goal just for them?
Sure is.
Then I won't just score a goal, I'll win the whole game and all. Travis. And hey, give him this as well. I don't think I'll need it today.
Gross. Thanks.
I can't believe they bumped the semifinals for some wedding. The Sprawl Brawlers were a lock to take out the Scarborough Hush Puppies. A lock, I tell you.
Hey, you there? I'm back.
Councilwoman Ash?
No, it's Lil. I got
a new job.
It's a disgusting used sweatband from that Goblin Ball player, Saruna.
You got me Saruna Goodfoot's lucky second sweatband? Oh my god, that is incredible! Thank you so much.
Make sure to check out the next game. There may be a surprise for you and Saruna scores a goal.
You'll find the bottle in the bar cart. Pleasure doing business with you.
Mrs. A, I found you a bottle of the fizzy stuff.
Oh, Lil, I'm so pleased. Thank you so much. Yes, you may have my glass.
What are you doing here? It's a national holiday. There's no... Not that you ever seem to be doing much work whenever I come by anyway. Gates closed.
I should have told Mrs. McGoblin to wait and make sure I got the gig before she went home. Now she'll have to come all the way back to pick me up. Ah, well.
Lil, we wanted to help you escape your stupid job.
So you could come and get up to stupid stuff with us today.
Come on, Lil. What do you This might be worse than chickenpox, worse than having a job. I have to go to a stupid wedding. That's so stupid. Ditch it. Sorry, guys. They need me. Maybe we can play together.
Sure, Lil. Like that's going to happen.
Come find us when you're not pretending to be a weak.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Ah, so she does leave her little guard shed after all. Curiosity about these power crystals the good doctor has been experimenting with has gotten the best of both of us, I see. She does leave.
Can I borrow your glasses?
No.
Okay then. Edward, I got you a pair of...
Lil, this is perfect! Now I'll be able to perform the ceremony.
I just said that.
We both did, at the same...
No,
We did it, Lil!
I'll go get my dad so we can find our seat.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, humans, elves, dwarves, and other non-humans. We are gathered here today to witness the sacred... We stand here to celebrate the... love shared between these two people, as their union will forge a strong bond that will bring renewed strength and vigor to our fair city-state. The happy couple have elected to write their own vows. Praetor Kargan, the floor is yours.
Princess, together our two nations will enter a state of cooperation. Your surplus population will help fuel future glorious ballets of the Marvog Empire and provide ample breeding opportunities for more proud Marvog warriors. Kapla!
Charming. Princess Desdemona, you may proceed.
That's so, romantic. Even though our people have differences of opinion on a variety of subjects, going forward we will solve our nation's disagreements with words and mutual respect.
But what fun would that be? Nothing.
There's no chance you're talking about hunting rabbits or pheasant, is there?
And now, the presentation of the ceremony. Once you place the sacred rings upon each other's fingers, you may seal this alliance and your marriage with a But first, if there is anyone here who knows of any reason that Once you place this. But first, I object!
Oh no! Chuck is here to enact his plan.
How did that filthy goblin get in here?
Wait! What a disgusting little creature.
What did the councilwoman just say?
I said wait, and I'm done being ignored. Guards, stand down. Chuck, what are you doing here? I told you to stay away.
Ooh, the plot thickens. What I do today, I do for all citizens of the Sprawl who have felt unwelcome for too long. For those of us who look a little different, who can't walk down the street at noon with their heads held high. I'm looking at you, mole people. I couldn't stand by and watch as my people's chances for a good life were erased by the sham of a marriage.
Hey!
And I couldn't watch as the woman I love.
What did he just say?
The plot thickens again! We just went from soup to gravy, people!
Don't! You can't.
The Sprawl doesn't need you to sacrifice yourself to make it stronger. It already has an untapped power inside itself, waiting to rise up. Princess Desdemona, I love you. Will you marry me instead and join in allegiance with your own home?
This will not stand. Princess, you can't seriously be thinking of leaving me for this.
I'm on the edge of my f***ing seat here!
I will, Chuck. I will marry you.
What?
This isn't going to work out. People of the Sprawl, this may shock and horrify the worst among you, but this is Chuck, my secret goblin lover. And I choose him as my groom. And together we will empower our own people and usher in a better, brighter future for everyone in the Sprawl. Watch out, Lil. What is that?
Oh shit.
The Sprawl, news about the war. On the front lines, our homegrown heroes are holding toe-to-toe against the pungent Petradians. But back in the barracks, folks from home and away are signing up to do their part. You might even find the odd Petradian joining our ranks to fight against their own. Go get 'em, soldier. And get 'em once for me. Talk to your local Godshed operator about how you can join the Sprawl Army today. Join the Sprawl Army today!
Any questions?
Did you see my dad? He was there. He looked okay.
No, I meant questions about the new drafting
You mean the propaganda video?
You know what propaganda?
I didn't until I watched that video.
Listen, people are going to come up asking about joining the army. It's your job to decide if they're a good fit, especially considering who else is coming to enlist that day.
I thought my job was to decide who to let pass the...
That's also your job. This is wartime. You have to do two things.
I wish my dad was here. He'd show me how to get out of doing two things.
Up until now, we've tolerated a 2-star average with you, Guardsmen. Not anymore. We are dancing on a knife's edge here, so now you have to maintain a 2.5-star average, or it's game over. Oh, and if you don't draft the right people, we could lose the war. Also game over.
Wait, figuratively or literally?
Both.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna go.
You're just gonna leave after dropping something that...
Fine, I'll stay. We can do...
Actually, I'm starting to see the appeal of your first...
I thought you might.
Excuse me, ma'am. Is this the place where a fella could sign up to join that war that's going on?
It is. Why? Do you know someone...
Sure do, ma'am. His name is Elmer John, and you're looking at him.
Yeah, I got that. Now what's a guy like you doing wanting to fight in a war like this?
I fight for one thing and one thing only. My one and only love, Glory Ann.
Who or what is...
She's my sweetheart back home.
And does Glory Ann feel the same way about you?
She sure does. At least, I thought she did.
Dish the details, Elmer. What?
Well, you see, ma'am, how it is like... It's like this, you see. It all happened this way, it was.
Elmer, faster with the dishing.
I'm sorry, ma'am. It's just all too painful to talk about. We were engaged to be married, and I caught her in the arms of another man, my neighbor Bosco.
How dare she?
I know!
So you're heartbroken and running away?
Exactly.
You're being sent to the front lines, soldier.
There's no turning back now, Elmer. Oh, Glory Ann, who I caught in the arms of another man. Maybe joining up will make you love me enough so we can spend our lives together. Then I won't have to run off and join the army.
There's a shred of logic in that.
Ah, it's you again. I remember you, the miserable wretch who saw to me the last time I came to this repulsive, simmering car.
I remember you too. You're that unpleasant, obnoxious Ebenezer Scrooge knockoff.
Yes, we have met. Not that it is any of your business in the slightest, but that photo was taken of me and Whelp in happier times.
Where is he now?
That rotten court jester / dungeon keeper had the audacity to offer that useless goblin a job. Now he's gone. Whelp, so beautifully useless. It is my intention to go straight to the bank of the Sprawl and have my substantial moneys removed from this sinking barge of a city before the banks are overrun, or worse, sacked. Mr. Dunn just needs to hear my confirmation number, and I will have my fortune sheltered in a more rich people-friendly nation.
What will happen to the BS without you?
Most likely, BS will fall in one great lump. Perhaps enough people will continue to buy into BS, but as far as I'm concerned, the people here were up to their necks in BS anyway.
We're still talking about the bank, right?
You'd whip an old man?
What? I never called you a...
You didn't? Oh, sorry. So many do. Still, pretty appalling behavior. Miserable child. Mr. Dung will be red in the face when he hears about this. But he has his orders. My money will be dissolved from BS. I hope you remember this day as... Ah, it's you again. Yes.
That miserable old... Ah! He cannot be allowed to take his money out of the bank. Stop him! Convince him to reinvest his money in the Sprawl. Be the master interrogator I know you can be.
It is my intent, Mr.
You think the bank will be sacked?
Most likely, BS will fall in one great lump. Perhaps enough people will continue.
We're still talking... You can't let the bank fail. We need that BS money to make sure the city doesn't fall.
Well, you should have thought of that before convincing the princess to turn down that
Is there anything I can say to change... You'll totally save the day if you help the city. They might even throw a parade in your honor.
Parades? Yuck. Peasant fashion shows. Ah, it's you again. I remember you, the miserable wretch who saw to me the last time I came to this repulsive, simmering carbuncle of a city.
I remember.
Yes. It is my missed.
You think the bank?
Most.
We're still. You can't.
Well, you should.
Is there any?
There is only one goblin I think of, and I think of him constantly. Whelp. Not that it is any of your business in the slightest, but that photo was
Where is he now?
that rotten. Now he's gone. You've delayed me long enough. It doesn't matter what you do at this point. I'm taking my money. Deny me entry, and Mr. Dung has my... Arrest me, and with my one phone call, I will have Mr. Dung carry out my wishes from jail. It's inevitable now.
No matter what I do, you're taking your money and leaving?
That's right, you lose. 1 star for you.
This can't just be a dead end, can it?
It can, and it be. Ah, it's you again.
I remember you too.
Yes, we... It is my intention...
You think the...
Most...
We're still... You can't...
Well, you...
Is... Oh, come on.
Taking all of our family fortune away and leaving the poor to die in the street? Of course I don't carry any of my considerable wealth on my person in wartime. Ah, whelp. Ah, it's you.
I remember you.
Yes, we... Honestly, what does it all matter anyway? I've spent my entire life accumulating one of the largest fortunes in the sprawl, but what good is it without my darling whelp? If only I could speak with him again. I could leave all this money behind if it would get me back my...
This is the dungeon of Malcolm the Great?
Just read the cards!
Oh, okay.
Wait, who is?
Who is this?
Lil.
Oh, Lil!
I thought so. Listen, there's someone here I think would like to speak with you. Go ahead.
Well, is it really you?
It is, Your Grace.
Wilb, I never thought I'd see you again.
Well, we are on the phone.
How are you? Have you been treated poorly?
No one ever treated me as poorly as you, sir.
I miss you, well...
I miss you too, sir.
Come, run away with me. We can leave this war behind us and start again with all of my money.
Sir, I never cared a jot for your money. I only wanted to be with you.
Oh, whelp, my heart sings. No matter what happens to me now, I will dedicate my remaining life to you.
What about your remaining money?
I'll donate it to the poor. Just kidding, but I won't take it away with me today.
Good enough. Get in there and reunite with your friend.
Where is he? Where's that meek little slunk of a man?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Did a hopelessly heartbroken fella by the name of Elmer John come by this way? Spouting a crazy notion, like running off and joining the army?
As a matter of fact, he did.
Oh, Elmer John, what have you done? Tell me, did you allow that fool to throw his life away over nothing?
I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you or not.
I have to know if you sent him off to war, because if you didn't send him, then I'd like you to send me, to get as far away from that fool as possible.
I take it you're Glory Ann.
That's me, Glory Ann.
The same Glory Ann that was caught in the arms of another man?
It's not what it looked like. And if Elmer John had stuck around for more than a second, I could have explained that to him.
So what? You're sick of these lunk-headed men getting all hot and bothered and making hasty decisions over something that could have been settled by a rational conversation?
Exactly. That's my Elmer John. Oh, you're such a fool, Elmer. But I will carry this picture with me always. To remind.
Makes sense to me. Nice photo.
And the frame's quite nice too.
This picture looks bumpy. Like someone wrote something on the back of it. What does it say?
I don't know. I never noticed that before. But
Let me see that picture, Glory Ann.
Okay, but don't break the frame.
My dearest Glory Ann, if I ever lose my temper and run off to join the war, please know that it was probably in haste. Despite what my heart wants, to always be by your side, if I'm going to the army, don't follow. Or if I'm not, then I look forward to your letters from the front. Love, your Elmer John. That's just so specific and bizarre. Now, I'm not doing this because I drafted Elmer John and I'm trying to keep you apart.
I understand.
And I'm not doing this because I didn't draft him and I want you two to be together.
Understood.
I'm doing this because I don't think you fully thought this through. I'm denying your recruitment into the army.
I guess I was acting a little hot under the collar there for a minute. I should go home and talk things over with Elmer and... Wait. Now will you tell me? What happened to him? Did he get drafted into the war?
Yes, he's on his way to the front. He won't be waiting for you when you get home.
I just hope there's someone big and strong to back him up out there.
Oh, hello, Lil. Isn't it an absolutely beautiful day? Sun shining, birds chirping. Why, a gobbo could almost sing about it.
Nice to see you again.
You too. I'm just coming from a conference of GLA members from different nations looking to help each other out.
The GLA sounds like it's thriving.
It sure is. We made some major inroads with a sympathetic group of Petrardian miners. They've offered to dig tunnels that will bring food to the sprawl without anyone knowing. I hope we can get these plans to Queen Desdemona for her stamp of approval. Then we can get things underway.
You should take these to the Queen.
I'm on my way there now. Lil, it is always a pleasure.
Julian, I hope you have a fantastic day.
Do you really mean that?
I sincerely do. Keep up the great work, friend.
Thanks, Lil. You're one of the good ones.
Hey, Lil. Listen, I wanted to say I know things must be tough for you with Hamish out on the front lines and...
And what? The fact that I have to work a full-time job at age 12?
Yeah, that's gotta be tough.
And the fact that I live alone on top of a dive bar?
Well, you meet some interesting people.
And the fact that my dead mom's still dead?
Oof, yeah, that's pretty rough. Well, if you ever need someone to talk to, you know where to find me.
I'm actually not sure I do know where to find you.
Oh, well, normally it would be at the barracks, but for the foreseeable future, I'll be running security for Her Majesty Queen Desdemona. After you finish your shift, Her Majesty and the Royal Consort have asked to see you.
Well, that figures. Me and Desi are pretty tight.
Who?
Desi, Queen Desdemona. It's gonna be a thing. Try to keep up, Cece.
Who?
Cecil, Cece, you. God, it's like you're not even trying.
Kids these days. She's meeting with some high-ranking member of the Mages Guild to discuss battle strategy. To be honest, the guild hasn't been very supportive of how Her Majesty has handled things. She was looking for a bit of backup and wanted you specifically.
Well, she can count on me. I hope.
I hope so too. The fate of the sprawl may rest in your hands.
It always does, Cecil. I'll see you after my shift.
Great. Thanks, Lil. And
I will. I know he'd love to hear it. See you later, Cecil.
You must help us, child.
We have been left without shelter. It's awful.
Scarborough has fallen.
What you got there?
This? Oh, it's just a...
Mind if I read that? Let's see. La la la, late at night while no one is awake. Blah blah blah. Lower the drawbridge and we will invade. Ba ba ba. Long live Prince Phineas? Care to explain?
All right, I did it. I lowered the bridge and let those...
Bastards?
Right, those bastards. I let them in. It was me. Oh, you sneak.
You are hereby banished from the court of Scarborough.
Prince Phineas was right. Soon the entire sprawl will fall to the might of the kingdom of Petrard. Oh, go away. Well spotted, Guardian.
Listen, I'm just doing my job.
And that's how you x-ray your way to success!
Excellent line, milady.
But that was... Oh, never mind. Even with that settled, I'm still not sure what to do with these people.
Our food reserves are stretched way too thin to accommodate the Duchess and her people. Was there someone else you've seen already that could have helped? I guess there's no going back now.
Bless you, dear
Yes, thanks awfully. As I said, we are in...
Yeah, by the way, the city's kind of facing a severe food shortage right now, so don't know how much there will be to go around.
Regardless, you are a hero in the history of Scarborough. If our lands are ever restored to us.
Where do I live?
You're there.
Then what are you waiting for? I heard that lily-livered runt Elmer John came by this way, and I want to catch up with him so I can smash his head like a jug.
Any questions?
Did you see my dad? He was there. He looked okay.
No, I meant
You mean the propaganda video?
you.
I didn't.
Listen, people are going to come up.
I thought my.
That's
I wish my dad.
up until. Oh,
Wait. Oh my.
well, I'm gonna go.
You're just gonna leave after dropping.
Fine.
Actually.
I thought.
Excuse me, ma'am. Is it?
It is.
Sure do, ma'am.
Yeah, I got. Now, what's a guy like you doing?
I thought
Who or what is.
she.
And his glory.
She sure does.
Dish the detail.
Well,
Elmer, faster with the.
I'm sorry.
How dare she?
I know.
So your heart.
Exact.
Yes, we need all the help we can get out there. But I can't justify taking any more emotionally conflicted soldiers onto the battlefield. Scan this guy for any evidence that he's got a strong enough stomach for what he's about.
I don't think I can, in good conscience, send you to the front, Elmer. Go home, find Glorianne, and talk to her.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I was making one of those, what do you call it, hasty decisions I always make. I'll go home and see my glory.
What's an apology banner?
It's the easiest way to say you're sorry. So long, ma'am. You take care now.
Ah, it's you again.
I remember you.
Yes, we have.
This is the dungeon of Malcolm.
Just read the cards!
Oh,
Wait,
who is this?
Lil.
Oh, Lil.
I thought so. Listen, there's someone here I think would like.
Wilb?
It is, Your Grace.
Wilb, I never thought I'd see.
Well, we are on the phone.
How are you? Have you been treated poorly?
No one ever treated me.
I miss you, well.
I miss you too, sir.
Come, run away with me. We can leave this war behind us and start again with.
Sir, I never cared a jot for your money.
Oh, well.
And what about your.
I'll donate it to the poor.
Good enough. Get in there and reunite with your friend.
Where is he? Where's that?
I have no idea.
Did a hopelessly.
As a matter of fact.
Oh, Elmer John.
I don't know.
I have to.
There's nothing here.
That's my Elmer John.
Next. Let me see that pic.
Okay.
My dearest Glory. That's just so special. I take it your Glory.
That's
the same.
It's not.
So what? You're
eggs.
Now, I'm not doing this because I drafted Elmer John.
I understand.
And I'm not doing.
Understood.
I'm doing this because I don't.
I guess I was. Wait. Now?
I didn't send him to the front. I think you'll find he'll be waiting for you when you get home. Big ol' apology banner and all.
Thank goodness.
Oh, how
nice to see you.
You too. I'm just coming from a conference.
The G.
It sure. We made some major in. I hope we can get these plans to.
You should take these to.
I'm on my way there.
Tunnel plans to increase our dwindling food supplies. Let him in post-haste. The city's best and brightest will go over the map and construction will begin in no time. We have food! We have food! Well done, child.
Lil, it is always a pleasure.
Julian, I hope you have a.
Do you really mean?
I sincerely do. Keep up the great work, friend.
Thanks, Lil. Yo.
Hey.
And what?
Yeah.
And? I'm not. Well, that.
Who?
Des.
Who?
Cecil.
Kid. She's meeting with some.
Well, she can.
I hope so.
It always does.
Great.
I will. I know he'd love to hear it.
We have been It's awful.
Stop!
What you got there? Mind if I... Let's see. Long... Care to explain?
All right.
Bastards!
Right, those... Oh,
You are...
Prince Phineas was right. Oh, go away. Well spotted.
Listen, I'm just...
And that...
Excellent.
But that was... Even with that settled...
I spent a summer growing up in Scarborough. What happened there is a crying shame. While our food supplies remain dangerously low, with the tunnel operation unlocked thanks to you, we should just be able to feed everyone, including these refugees.
Bless you, dear.
Yes, thanks awfully. As I said.
There should be enough food for your people. We have a new plan to bring more into the sprawl.
Regardless, you are a hero in the...
Where do I enlist?
You're there. Here.
Then what are you waiting for? Sign me up already. The name is Bosco. I heard that lily-livered runt Elmer John came by.
You're just the kind of guy we're looking for, but I'll need more than just a first name to sign you up.
Houlihan.
Okay, Bosco Houlihan. And last thing, why do you want to smash Elmer's head like a jug?
Because he's a fool.
I trust it's common practice to go around smashing people's heads like jugs where you're from?
Only if they're dumb enough to run away from a quality dame like Glory Ann.
So to be clear, you're mad that he ran away from Glory Ann?
Yes.
Because you wouldn't run away from Glory Ann if she wanted you.
Yes, but she's made it clear that she doesn't.
This little drama is wrapping up quite...
It will once I smash Elmer.
I don't think a head really smashes like a jug.
How would you know? Did you grow up with hundreds of jugs around the house because your father was a jugsmith?
Jugsmith?
It's a real thing. I want to join the army so I can find my place, my purpose. Glory Ann doesn't want me. I have come to terms with that. Maybe in the army I can find some brotherhood, some kinship with other people who maybe have signed up for the same reasons as me. A broken heart and a desire to break heads like jugs.
Listen, Buster, we need you.
My name is Bosco.
I know.
But...
Listen, Bosco, we need you.
Okay, good. Look out, Elmer John. I'm coming to smash her head like a jug.
Yeah, go get him, if he's there. Honestly, I forget what I did with him.
Which is exactly why we must start using them immediately.
The risk is too great.
We need more time to study the long-term repercussions.
A luxury we can ill afford.
Your Majesty, Lil has arrived.
Thank you, Cecil. Lil, thank goodness you're here. I've got a problem.
You have an opportunity, Your Highness.
You know Tyronius Athanatos, I believe.
I've had the pleasure, I guess.
Yes, I remember this little guardsman.
And Dr. B. Have you met Dr. Beatrix von Matterhorn, Lil?
I have. She works at the hole in the ground by the edge of town.
Yes, I mean, it's an archaeological dig.
Yeah, she's the one who gave me the chronometer.
Ah, so she does have access to power crystal technology. I might have known.
Wait, Lil has had access to power crystal technology this whole time? Maybe it's not as dangerous as we imagined. She seems fine.
We don't know that. It's still too early.
How long can we wait? How many brave soldiers of the Sprawl must give...
Let me fill you in on what's going on here. The Mages Guild feels that if they had access to power crystals, they could hold back the enemy and maybe even win the war outright.
Okay, so why don't they go buy some? I know a guy in an alley. You know what? I'm gonna stop there. It's starting to sound weird.
They want all the crystals. Access to every dig site and existing stockpile in order to amplify their power.
The good doctor could simply give us the blueprints. Or better yet, the working model the child has in her possession. This would allow our research to flourish in no time.
Dr. Beatrix feels that there are too many unknown variables to use it safely on a larger scale.
The Mages Guild is and always has been reckless. There's no way I'm handing my research over to you, not until I see the full effects on my human test guinea pig here.
Yeah. Wait, what?
We both knew what this was.
Well, Lil, you've been using power crystals at the guard shed. What do you think? Are they too dangerous?
They are way too dangerous. I use the chronometer 3000 under very specific circumstances. You start manipulating time out there in the everyday world, who knows where it could lead?
Spoken like a scientist. Do you have a master's degree?
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm 12.
Thank you for your counsel. I always appreciate having multiple opinions when it comes to big decisions. I have made up my mind. Dr. B will continue to oversee Lil's progress with the chronometer 3000, and it will stay out of the hands of the Mages Guild until we can be certain that it is safe to use in this war.
Then at least allow the guild access to the crystal reserve for the sake of the Sprawl's future.
For the time being, the reserve shall remain under my control.
For the time being.
My decision is final, Tyronius. You will find that I am not as easily swayed by you as my father was. Thanks for your insight, Lil. I'm sorry to keep putting you in this position.
Why the princess listens to you. It's like you're the only two people in the dead mum's club. My mother's terrible. That should count for... Hopefully your words will not sway Desdemona on future.
I'm glad calmer heads prevailed. At least for now.
I'm just here to support my lady love. This choice has been eating her up inside. It's an important decision, and I want to do anything I can to help.
I think she made a good choice. With you, I mean.
Hey, you spoke well today, Lil. One more message for you today. I was instructed to tell you to head over to Malcolm's to meet the advisors.
What I don't understand is why would they have summoned her to a meeting without us there? Where's the fun in that?
Without at least one of us there.
And we all know it should have been me.
You really believe that, don't you?
When it comes down to the serious, important things that affect this kingdom, I think they'd rather take advice from the strategic mind of a ranking military officer, rather than the 2 cents of a goofy, hopped-up lunatic with questionable taste in fashion. Or a lousy court jester.
Ouch! We were both in the firing line on that one.
Well, all that being said, you still weren't asked to join said quorum, but she was.
And she is here. What?
She is here. She's here. She's here. Lil is here. I really have to work on my subtlety.
Ah, Lil, you're here. We heard you got summoned to talk to the Queen and her new choice of partner for some kind of special quorum.
How was it? Was it boring? What kind of boring things did they talk about while you were there? Tell us.
I think if they wanted you to know what they talked about at the meeting, they would have invited you.
She won't tell us anything. She's as useless as you two.
I take offense to that.
Offense to what? Sorry, I got distracted.
Can I go now?
You're dismissed.
Welcome to Garby's Emporium of...
Really? You mean you don't have any left?
I wouldn't have, if I didn't hide a few away for my best customer.
I'm your only customer.
You were my only customer, but now that I cornered the mage market, I don't know if I'll be able to keep these crystals in stock. Well, the good ones anyway. The mages didn't seem to have too much interest in the cheapo ones.
Lil, how goes the Battle of the Southern Gate?
Same old. How are things around here holding up?
Great. Business is better than ever. Something about war and the idea of impending doom.
That's...
You bet it is. If this keeps up, we'll finally be able to get this place up to code.
Then we can get rid of the rats.
We don't have rats. I mean, we do, but technically they...
Turns out they own the building and we just rent from them.
But if we make enough money, we can buy out from under them. As far as landlords go, they aren't the worst.
I could do without all the hissing.
Hey, that reminds me. Lil, you got a letter in the mail.
How did that No.
From Hamish.
A letter from Dad?
Hey, Sweet Pea. How's everything back home? I'm doing okay here. I've gotten to know a lot of the guys. Then when they don't come back from battle, I get the chance to get to know a few more. I miss you. I know you might be scared right now, but don't be. It'll take tougher stuff than this little war to do in your old dad. Please let me know that you're all right, or even if you're not. I need to hear how you're doing. I love you, Lil. Dad.
Love you too, Dad. But what should I write back to him? If I tell him things are tough here, he might worry and get distracted in battle. But if I tell him I'm doing well, he might feel like I don't need him and then get distracted in battle. He's easily distracted. Oh boy, neither answer seems right.
Are you talking to me?
No. There, that should do it. Hey Arda, mind making sure this gets to where it needs?
Sure thing, Lil. Shh, Lil, I'm being discreet. Isla bet me 5 gold that I couldn't steal a bottle of fizzy when Arda's distracted.
How are you planning to do that?
I figure if I wait long enough, one of the rats will bite her and she'll freak out and maybe run around a bit.
Solid plan.
Well, if it isn't my old pal Lil.
Oh, so now you remember me.
Always did, kiddo. Just had to play it cool while at my legitimate place of business. My former legitimate place of business, that is.
Oh no, what happened?
Tough to say, kid. Could have been any number of things. Change in management, downsizing on account of the war.
It was probably the illegal gambling operation you were running out of the concession stand.
Tough to say, kid. Regardless, I'm here on official bookie business. I've come to collect a debt from Hamish.
Sounds about right. How much does he owe you?
30 gold, and I've got the marker to prove it.
Sorry, I don't have that kind of money on me. Either come back tomorrow and I'll see if I have the money, or wait for Hamish to come back from the war.
Both those options sound lousy. Tell you what, let's forget the debt altogether. But tell Hamish I ain't taking any more of his markers. See you around.
I think I've done everything.
Leading to the highest levels of brutality ever recorded, with the pointless bloodshed sure to scar the psyche of all those involved for years to come. Haunting words from one of the survivors of last night's charity bake sale at the Garden District's Haven for the Elderly, and now news from the war. The battle for the Western Food Reserve Grotto was successful. That is the only detail I have to report. And now, more exclusive audio from what has been dubbed the Goodies for Geezers Bake Sale Massacre.
Hey, a letter arrived from Dad.
Dear Lil, Thanks for writing back. Your letter really made my day. Hearing you and everyone back home are doing so well made me sleep easy. So easy, in fact, that I missed the morning bugle and was late for roll call. Boy, was I in trouble. And because I wasn't there, I got stuck with mechanic duty for the next big battle. They say this time it'll be fought in the air, and it's my job to help repair the planes. Don't tell anyone, but I really don't know what I'm doing. But your grandfather on your mother's side was a master mechanic, and I'll always remember the words he said to me on my wedding day. If your wife doesn't find you handsome, she better find you handy. So I guess if I investigate each aircraft that comes my way, I'm sure I'll find something to fix, and then help win the battle. Thanks, Granddad. That goes for you too. If you draft any would-be airmen, make sure there isn't anything on their end that needs fixing first. Anyways, I better go. Draw me a line again, will ya? But this time, maybe don't write such good news. If I get in trouble one more time, who knows what'll happen? Sincerely, Dad.
I'm so glad he's okay. I'll write him another letter tonight.
Oh, unhand me, you fools! I must be grand. Hear ye, hear ye! I have come to relay the terms of the immediate and unconditional surrender of the Sprawl to the Kingdom of Petrard, as dictated by His Royal Highness Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard. Prince Phineas, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk, who was daughter of King Fangil, son of Queen Amelia, daughter of King Rupert, son of Queen Talia, daughter of King Algernon, son of Queen Rebecca, daughter of King...
Yes, I know who he is. Remember? I told the princess not to marry him, and I'm feeling better about that choice by the second.
Let me in, peasant! Princess Desdemona!
Peasant? Wow, I didn't realize you were royalty.
Well, I'm not.
So that means you are also a peasant, right? And it's Queen Desdemona now, so put some respect on her name.
Very well. Let me in, person of equal social standing. Queen Desdemona will want to hear what I have to say.
This guy thinks he's my equal?
I don't think you were talking to me, but I...
Shh, you're right. I wasn't talking to you. I should probably just bounce his ass.
Terms of immediate and unconditional surrender, is it? Let them in, but make sure you know exactly what is on their mind. You know what they say, keep your enemies close, and your friends so close you're practically kissing.
Is that what they...
Sure is, and I should know. I have a lot of friends.
With that philosophy, I'm...
It is my intention to divulge the top secret battle plans I have been made privy to the Queen in exchange for food for my people. We are starving, and if the Sprawl can help us, I will be sure to help you end this conflict to the best of my abilities. Thank you. Hopefully this exchange of food for information will help put an end to this bloody war.
Ahoy, child manning the gate!
Ahoy! Adult in a basket?
Ha ha! I like your spirit. I am here to enlist in Her Majesty's Air Force. Once inflated, my grand contraption shall sail high above the clouds. First, I will destroy the enemy air force, and then it will take me no time at all to traverse the entire world at that altitude.
So how does this grand contraption of yours work anyway?
When inflated to almost bursting, this ball will carry me up into the sky, keeping myself inside this wicker basket aloft. Simple science.
I feel like you're missing some steps.
This is my heat source. Fire. You see, when I fill the balloon with hot air, it goes up. Boom! Science!
You can't just say, boom, science, and expect it to work. Do you actually think that tiny lighter is going to be strong enough to inflate a balloon that big?
Yes. Why?
Don't look at me. I got no candy for...
Alas, now I will never prove myself to those bastards at the Royal Academy Club who doubted me. Instead of glory in the air, I shall retire to the countryside. Perhaps if I lay low and gather stamps from across the globe, I can convince them that I did in fact make my grand journey and traveled around the world in 79 days.
Good luck on your weird side quest. Hey, I remember you.
Really? Most people don't. Regardless, I am here today on behalf of Catering Corp regarding our services and food management. We are prepared to oversee the appropriate distribution of the Sprawl's food rations up until the time when this war is resolved in favor of either side.
Very heroic of you to volunteer aid.
The proposed services rendered come with a detailed budget and a projected ROI.
Less heroic.
I've been expecting the Catering Corp to arrive with a plan to aid us with the food shortage crisis. It's said to be a good solid plan, and a little more. And that's all I need to hear. Let him in at once so we can begin to address this population growth problem once and for all.
I thought it was a food ration problem.
Tomato, tomato.
It has come to our attention that the food rations are being severely mismanaged. If this trend is allowed to...
Are you sure your numbers are correct?
Of course our numbers are correct. All we do is numbers. We eat, sleep, and breathe numbers.
Honestly, lately, I've never eaten so well in my life.
That's exactly what the problem is. Children should not be eating well, or at all if we can help it. All certified members of Catering Corp Incorporated are given a standard issue chef's knife TM. In fact, I am a certified trainer in the use and handling of a Catering Corp Incorporated standard issue chef's knife TM. Sorry about that. I hate to brag.
I don't think you did. All right, pal. Hand over the butter knife.
It's not a butter knife, it's a standard issue chef's knife TM, and I won't part with it. If you won't let me in with it, then I won't be going in.
Give it to me.
No. Goodbye.
What's the holdup? I figured most of you Guardian Defender types would be out fighting on the front lines. Let's move it along. I got a Goblin Ball match to set up.
And you are?
Albert St. Lush, manager of the Sprawl Brawlers.
I didn't think any more home games were being played this season. You know, because of the Siege of the Sprawl, the threat of invasion, and the ongoing war that could destroy us all.
Yeah. Let me in and I'll make sure we get one last game.
You sound very confident about that.
What's not to be confident about? I'm a Goblin Ball manager. I've been managing... I'm gonna put an absolute boatload of money on the Sprawl Brawlers today. Under an assumed name, obviously. All they need are those tools of the trade, and they're a shoo-in to win it. So long as the players don't ask any questions about what they're getting, it's totally legit. The secret ingredient is pure basilisk venom. If I didn't have them, I'd be crazy to bet on them. Well, there ain't no way I'm gonna win with these bums now.
Okay, I've gotta know. How are you gonna field a team for a Goblin Ball match?
Most of the choice players from the Sprawl Brawlers are out fighting on the front, protecting the innocent, blah, blah, blah. My plan is grab the best looking prospects from whoever we've got defending the walls, load them up with, how do I say, confidence, and put the team together.
Why stop there? Why not just pull everyone from defending our home to go to the game? Lots of laughs, cheering, merriment. Oh wait, then we all die.
Yeah, I miss Goblin Ball too.
You are so missing the point here.
All right, kid, I knew you were a Goblin Ball fan. I'm gonna put a team together from some of those losers defending the wall. See you at the match tonight.
Echo!
Echo!
Oh my god, what a lame joke.
What is?
That your name is Echo and...
Echo!
I hate myself. What do you want, Echo? And don't you dare say Echo again.
All right, little sister. Chill out. You clearly don't have any of my peace blossom left.
What are you doing here?
The Mages Guild are all gathering in the sprawl to discuss our place in the war efforts. Been a long time since we've all been summoned together like this.
When was the last time the Mages Guild met together like this?
The last time was the only time. It was the founding of the Mages Guild itself. Before that, we were divided into factions, gathering with other mages who shared our sense and sensibilities.
Jane Goblin Austin. Yeah, I'm a reader.
The reason I founded the Mages Guild was so that we wouldn't have to all gather together this way. It was a set of guiding principles that all mages would adhere to, so if you knew a mage, you knew what to expect. Kept people from fearing us. Now it looks like some mages want people to fear us. It won't end well.
That sounds to me like a good thing. A set of governing rules to make sure people feel safe? Am I wrong?
I don't think you are, but darker forces in the guild sure do. They think the rules are too strict. They want to use magic to control people, and eventually, the whole kingdom. If we don't stop them, there could be a rift in the guild itself, with mages on both sides. It's getting pretty hairy. Nope, I ain't holding today, little sister. I didn't want any troubles crossing the border, so I actually finished all of my green goddess just before I got here. Man, oh man, am I hungry. Sorry, what was the question?
Never mind, Echo.
Echo!
What a dork.
Thanks, Lil. I better get to the Mages Guild. But first, I may stop by the Twisted Sister and grab some grub. Man, have I got a case of the munchies. Rock on, little buddy!
Whoa! Stand down, Peaches. It's all right. I'm here for the draft. Well, me and Peaches.
You can communicate with...
Peaches. Uh-huh. She's really good at taking direction. Sometimes. I'm still getting the hang of it.
Your dragon's name is Peaches?
I didn't name her. She chose it.
She chose Peaches?
Yep. We tried Ragnar for a while. But she really prefers Peaches. This tin whistle is all I have to control Peaches. I wish I had something more substantial, but my dad took his whip with him. She doesn't seem to love the whistle. Hey, did you hear that? Peaches really responded well to the crack of the whip. If I had time, I'd try to find one of my own. Thanks for the demo.
Look, this whip is only occasionally useful to me. Take it. I have a feeling Peaches will respond to it.
Wow, thanks. I feel much better with this.
All right, kid. I think you'll be a welcome addition to the Sprawl's forces.
Really?
Absolutely. It's something about your character, your moxie, your giant intimidating dragon.
And with this handy new whip you've given me, I'll be sure to send those bad guys running.
Save the whip for the dragon, kid. Have fun in the war.
Attention! Second Lieutenant Wilbur Caboose Orville, reporting for duty.
Are you talking to me?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I have come from the training grounds at the GLA with the finest triplane that Goblin Engineering has to offer, and I am reporting for duty to join Her Majesty's Royal Air Force.
Is that your plane?
Yes, ma'am, indeed it is. A Sopwith Gobbo of primo make and model. As I said, the finest that Goblin Engineering has to offer. Would you like to know her name?
Sure. What's her name?
I call her the Green Baron.
Huh. I don't know much about planes, but that one kind of looks like a lemon.
I assure you the Green Baron is no lemon. In fact, I'd say it's lemonade.
I'm not sure if that's better. I don't think I can use...
I've been flying the Green Baron for years now. Earned my wings under King Oswin himself. That was back when you didn't see a whole lot of goblins in the air. I spent a ton. She's a good plane and true. It's what's inside that counts.
You've got a lot of confidence in your abilities.
Not just a pilot, don't you know? Second Lieutenant. King Oswin promoted me himself just a few months before his untimely, mysterious passing. I was born to fly. My parents even named me for it. Wilbur Orville, after the two goblin inventors of the very first aeroplane. But it was the day I got my call sign at Top Cannon Academy that I was positive. Of course, Caboose wouldn't have been my first choice, but as you can see, I do have a rather juicy posterior, if I do say so myself.
I don't think your posterior is that juicy.
Are you blind?
This is getting weird. All right, Second Lieutenant. Head in and report for duty.
And with that, I make for the skies. Tonight, look to the horizon. If you see a large flash followed by a giant boom, you'll know I've hit an inside the park home run. Ha ha ha! Wink.
Sweet Lord, what have I done? Go for Lil.
Lil, Chuck here. I need you to get your butt down to the Goblin Liberation Army headquarters as soon as you can.
What's up, Chuck?
My wife, the princess, queen, still not used to that. She has me deploying various non-human agents, groups, and creatures to help with the war effort, and we've discovered a mole. Like a mole, not like a mole person. Well, I guess it could be a mole person. We're really not sure at this point. Can you come down to the GLA headquarters and help me sort this out?
I'll be there as soon as I'm done my shift.
Thanks, Lil. I'm sure you can help us identify the traitor in our midst.
Yep, sounds like something I'd be expected to do.